KJ, good looking, baby. Yeah.
7 days a week, I've been working 7 days a week. I've been.
With the season possibly coming to a close of the 2019-2020 season, I made a list of players who I believe will make All-NBA first, second, and third teams, as well as individual player awards. Now, the first player I have on the All-NBA first team is LeBron James. Now, it's no secret that LeBron is the best all-around player in possibly NBA history, as he can play all 5 positions on both ends of the floor. He played shooting guard in his very first season in the league, then some power forward with the Miami Heat, and then point guard this past season. Now, the LeBron James point guard experiment turned out to be a successor with the Los Angeles Lakers, being number 1 in the West with their record being 49-14. Along with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kobe Bryant, and Tim Duncan, LeBron James holds the record for most All-NBA appearances with the selection of 15. Now, if he makes first team, this will be his 16th All-Appearance and 13th appearance in the All-NBA first team category. Now, second on the list, I have Luka Doncic. There's no questioning Luka's talents, and no question if he belongs on this list. There's no doubt in my mind. In his sophomore year, he took the league by storm, being top 10 in points and top 5 in assists, as he's averaging 28, 9, and 8 this season. After his incredible Rookie of the Year campaign last season, he's already in the race and in conversation for possibly being the NBA's most valuable player this season. And he's only 21 years old. Now, the Mavs are in the playoff picture as they're coasting 7th seed with their record being 40-27 and became one of the most exciting teams to watch this year. If selected, this will be his first All-NBA first team selection and first appearance in All-NBA team. Also, if selected, he'll be joining legends like Jerry West, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Tim Duncan, and Larry Bird as the quickest players to ever make an All-NBA first team appearance. Now, third player I have on the list for All-NBA first team, I have James Harden. Harden is one of the most offensively gifted players in the league. The dude is disgusting, as he can put the ball in the hoop at a historically high rate. In fact, if the NBA didn't come to an abrupt stop, this for sure would have been his 3rd consecutive scoring title. And if making All-NBA this season, this would be his 6th All-NBA first team appearance. Now, 4th on the list, I have Giannis Antetokounmpo. After every offseason, Giannis always finds a way to progress his game in some way, shape, or form. He's averaging a career high 29 points with almost 14 rebounds per game, and is taking more shot attempts from behind the 3, as he's boosting his 3-point attempts this season with 4.8 shot attempts from behind the arc. He's leading the Milwaukee Bucks to be the number 1 team in the league, so dominant that most of this season, their number of losses was still in single digits up until 2 weeks before the NBA shut down. Now, if selected, this will be his 2nd All-NBA first team appearance and his 4th selection in an All-NBA team. Now, last on my list for All-NBA first team, I'm going with Nikola Jokic. Almost every 10 years, there's that one player that brings something new to their position. Like when Dirk Nowitzki heavily emphasized the stretch 4 position and created a wave of big men that shoot threes, Jokic is bringing playmaking to the center position, which is amazing. I don't think anyone would have expected that. Last year, he was ranked top 10 in assists, ranked above Kyrie Irving, Damian Lillard, D'Angelo Russell, Mike Conley, and more, with 7.3 assists. And he kept that same energy into this season, averaging 20, 10, and 7. His unique playing style has allowed the Nuggets to become one of the top teams in the West, as they currently are in 3rd seed with 43-22 record. If selected, this will be his 2nd All-NBA first team appearance, and that's my list for first team All-NBA. All the guys I have listed on All-NBA team, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, I had to live with a few days before I could recorded and broadcast to you guys. But definitely let me know what you think in the comments section below, whether you agree or disagree. I want to know your thoughts. If you feel that there's anyone I left out or anyone that shouldn't be on there, just comment below and I'll definitely read them. Now, introducing the second team All-NBA. At number 1, I have Kawhi Leonard. By now, we all know the upside it is to have a player like Kawhi Leonard on your team. After winning a chip, along with the Toronto Raptors, after having one of the best one-year stands in NBA history, leading the Raptors to a 58-24 record, being the second best team in the league. And before this season shut down, he was going to do it again, as the Clippers sat firmly on the second seed in the Western Conference, with their record being 44-20. Now Kawhi has been in his bag, ranked top 10 in points per game this season with nearly 27 points, as well as being the 5th highest in player efficiency rating. Now me personally, I can see Kawhi winning league's most valuable player with the Clippers in a few years down the line. Now if selected, this would be his second time appearing in an All-NBA second team and 4th time appearing in an All-NBA team. Now, second player on the All-NBA second team goes to Anthony Davis. Now, Anthony Davis has been the best power forward in the league for some time. The only difference is for this season, since joining forces with LeBron, he's put himself in a position of not only a playoff caliber team, but true title contenders for the NBA championship. Davis is one of the best two-way bigs in the league, as he ranks second, tied with Brook Lopez with 2.4 blocks per game, and ranked top 10 in points per game this season with 26 points. When it comes to appearing in all NBA teams, AD is definitely no stranger when it comes to that, as he appeared in 3 All-NBA first teams and 3 All-NBA defensive teams, both first and second. Now surprisingly, if selected, this would be Davis's first appearance in an All-NBA second team. Now next up, I got Russell Westbrook. Now when Russ went to the Houston Rockets, it was a lot of questions speculating as to how would he fit their playing style, because Houston Rockets is full of shooters. You have James Harden, Eric Gordon, PJ Tucker when hot. You know what they say, shooters shoot. And the question was, how would Brody fit into that environment knowing his three-point history? Now at the start of the season, it was kind of a weird transition for the Houston Rockets, because there were times where Russell Westbrook had a big game and Harden didn't really have his best, or Harden had the best game and Russ not so much. But it worked out. Russ averaged 27, 8, and 7 this season, being the perfect complementary piece to Harden and leading the Rockets to a 40-24 record this year as they sit 6th seed in the Western Conference. Now, Brody has had 5 All-NBA second team appearances in the past, as well as 2 All-NBA first team in 16 and 17. So, if selected this year, this will be his 6th All-NBA second team appearance. Now my 4th guy on the list for All-NBA second team goes to Damian Lillard. Lillard is one of the most quietest snipers, yet dangerous assassins in the league. Along with Steph Curry and James Harden, Damian Lillard has made it known that he's one of the most dangerous shooters in the NBA, especially come 4th quarter, as he was averaging a career high in points this season with 29, 4, and 8. The Trailblazers did not have the best season, but going further into the season, it looked more like they were gonna scrape and possibly get into the playoff picture before the season was shut down. If selected for second All-NBA team, this will be his 3rd appearance and 5th in the All-NBA team selection. Now, last guy on this list, I have to go with Joel Embiid. Now, since entering the league, it only took Joel Embiid a few months to prove that he had the potential to be one of the best bigs in the league. And in those 4 seasons, he'd done just that, averaging 23, 12, and 3, and has been working on his shot as he improved his free throw percentage with 81%, closing the 76ers to a 39-26 record as they take the 6th seed in the Eastern Conference this year. Now, if selected, this would be his third consecutive appearance in an All-NBA second team, as well as an All-NBA team appearance. And that's my list for All-NBA second team. Let me know how I did. Nah. Alright. Now, this is the last team on the list where I introduced the All-NBA third team. Now, at number 1, I got Trae Young. To say that Trae Young had a good season is somewhat of an understatement. This man went from averaging 19 points in his first year to averaging nearly 30 points a game, as he's ranked 4th in points percentage and 2nd in assists with 9 assists per game, just behind LeBron James. Now, obviously, he's not where he wants to be, where the position his team is in, but I would say give it some time with John Collins playing a full season, as well as the addition of Clint Capella. Give some time and this team might be a force to be reckoned with in the future. If selected, this will be his very first appearance in an All-NBA team. Next up, I have Jason Tatum. After his star-studded performance in the 2018 playoffs, Jason Tatum made it known that he was a future star in the NBA. The question was, when was he going to break out? And me, being a die-hard Celtics fan, I've watched every game of Tatum since his very start as a rookie in the league. And it's safe to say he's been sensational this season, putting up career-high numbers with 23 points and 7 rebounds, shooting nearly 40% from the 3, as well as shooting 44% from the field, as the Celtics had a 43-21 record this season. Now, if selected, along with Trae, this will be Tatum's very first selection in an All-NBA team. Next up, I have Chris Paul. While Chris Paul is arguably one of the best point guards of this generation, the expectation of OKC coming into this season was slim to none after the departure of Russell Westbrook and Paul George. That's when Chris Paul took an extra step and vetted his teammates while still maintaining his same style of play. And because of that, some of his teammates like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Dennis Schroeder have been playing their best basketball this season. And it's the reason why OKC is the 5th seed with their 40-24 record. If selected, this will be his 9th appearance in an All-NBA team and a 2nd appearance in an All-NBA third team selection. Now, another player that took that extra step and vetted their young teammates is Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is one of the most fierce competitors in the league. He could be a bulldog on defense and then turn into a complete savage on the offensive end. So when Jimmy touched down in Miami, he joined forces with Bam Adebayo, who had an incredible breakout year, as well as some newcomers in the league like Tyler Harrell, Kendrick Nunn, along with second-year player Duncan Robinson. Now this season, Jimmy Butler averaged 26-6 and led the Heat to a 41-24 record. Now in the past, Jimmy appeared in All-NBA third teams twice. Now if selected, this will be his 3rd All-NBA team selection. Now last on the list, I have Rudy Gobert. Now we all know what Rudy Gobert can do. Without a doubt, one of the best rim protectors the league has to offer. Back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year, first All-Star appearance this season, averaging 15-13 this season. And along with Mitchell, he led the Utah Jazz to a 41-23 record as they sat comfortably on the 4th seed in the Western Conference. Now, if selected, this will be his 2nd All-NBA third team selection, as well as a 3rd appearance in an All-NBA team. And that's my list for All-NBA 1st, 2nd, and 3rd teams. And that's all we have for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. There will be a part 2, but comment below if I should list my predictions for All-NBA defensive teams in the video. So make sure you comment below, like, subscribe to the channel. And for those of you that are subscribed, thank you guys so much for rocking with me. I'm still new here. I greatly appreciate it. I have 220 subscribers. I know it's not much, but I thank you guys so much. We're gonna keep the ball rolling 2020. And as always, stick around for the next video. I'm KJ the producer, and I'm out.